Hey everyone, it's Marie. Ever wonder how to squeeze the most out of your day without feeling totally spent? We all crave that sweet spot between crushing our goals and actually enjoying the journey. Today, I'm thrilled to pull back the curtain and share a glimpse into a day in my life. Get ready for a healthy dose of productivity, relaxation, and pure fun. Join me as we explore simple yet powerful strategies to infuse your day with intention, joy, and a whole lot of sparkle. One of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is the gift of routine. When we create a framework for our day, even a loose one, we free up mental space to focus on what truly matters. Imagine waking up each morning with a sense of purpose, knowing exactly how you'll nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Instead of getting bogged down in decisions, you're able to move through your morning with intention and ease. Whether it's savoring a cup of tea, taking a mindful walk in nature, or simply appreciating the warmth of the sun on our skin, there are countless opportunities to infuse our day with moments of joy. My alarm goes off at 6:30 a.m. sharp, but I never hit the snooze button. Instead, I take a few deep breaths and greet the day with a grateful heart. Even before my feet hit the floor, I take a moment to appreciate the gift of a brand new day. Once I'm out of bed, I head straight to the kitchen for a large glass of lemon water. It's a simple ritual that helps to wake up my body and mind. While I'm waiting for the coffee to brew, I open up the blinds and let the sunshine stream in. After my lemon water, I make my way to my meditation corner. Meditation has been a game changer in my life. It's helped me to reduce stress, increase focus, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness. I typically meditate for about 20 minutes each morning, but even just 5 minutes can make a world of difference. Experiment with different techniques and find what works best for you. The beauty of meditation is that it allows me to simply be present with whatever arises, without getting swept away by my thoughts. Throughout the day, I find myself feeling more grounded, focused, and resilient. After my meditation practice, I head to the kitchen to make myself a nourishing breakfast. My go-to breakfast is a big bowl of oatmeal with fresh berries, nuts, and a drizzle of honey. It's packed with fiber, protein, and healthy fats to keep me feeling energized and satisfied all morning long. On days when I'm craving something a little more savory, I'll whip up a quick tofu scramble with veggies and avocado toast. No matter what I'm having for breakfast, I always make time to sit down and savor my meal. With a nourished body and a calm mind, I am ready to tackle the day ahead. But before I dive into my to-do list, I take a few minutes to set my intentions. I usually jot down my intentions in my journal, but you can also simply reflect on them in your mind. The act of setting intentions helps me to approach my day with purpose and clarity. With my intentions set, I feel confident and ready to tackle whatever challenges and opportunities come my way. Let's be real, we've all experienced the overwhelm of a never-ending to-do list. But here's the secret. Not all tasks are created equal. Instead of getting lost in a sea of to-dos, I prioritize ruthlessly, focusing on the activities that will move the needle forward in the most meaningful way. Each morning, I review my to-do list and identify my most important tasks, MITs. By identifying and tackling my MITs first, I ensure that I'm dedicating my peak energy and focus to the work that truly matters. Remember, prioritizing isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. So ditch the guilt, embrace the power of no, and focus on making progress on the things that truly light you up. Time blocking has been a game changer in my productivity journey. It's a simple yet powerful technique that involves scheduling dedicated blocks of time for specific tasks or activities. Here's how it works. I start by reviewing my schedule for the week and identifying any pre-existing commitments. Then, I block out chunks of time for my MITs, making sure to allocate sufficient time for deep, focused work. The key is to treat these time blocks as non-negotiable appointments with yourself, protecting them from distractions and interruptions. Give it a try and watch your productivity soar. In our always-on culture, it's easy to fall into the trap of glorifying the hustle. But here's a radical thought. Taking breaks isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. When we allow ourselves regular moments of respite throughout the day, we give our minds and bodies a chance to recharge, leading to increased focus, creativity, and overall well-being. During my breaks, I might step away from my desk for a quick walk outside, do some gentle stretches, or simply close my eyes and take a few deep breaths. The key is to choose activities that help you to disconnect from work, clear your mind, and return to your tasks feeling refreshed and re-energized. As my morning of focused work winds down, I feel a familiar pull towards my inbox and to-do list. Stepping away from my workspace, even for an hour or two, allows me to return feeling refreshed and re-energized. Disconnecting from work allows my mind to wander, to explore new ideas, and to simply be present in the moment. Whether it's exploring a new neighborhood, meeting a friend for lunch, or simply taking a leisurely stroll through the park, I make it a priority to infuse my afternoons with activities that nourish my soul and spark my creativity. So I close my laptop, silence my notifications, and step away from the digital world, eager to embrace the adventures and connections that await me in the offline world. New York City, a vibrant tapestry of cultures, cuisines, and experiences, is my playground. I love using my afternoon break to explore its hidden gems and revisit beloved haunts. Some days, I find myself drawn to the bustling energy of a street fair, where I can sample exotic foods and discover unique crafts. Other days, I seek solace in the tranquility of a museum, losing myself in the brushstrokes of a masterpiece or the intricate details of a historical artifact. As I stroll through the park, I feel my stress melt away, replaced by a sense of peace and tranquility. While I cherish my solo adventures, I believe that some of the most fulfilling experiences in life are shared with loved ones. That's why I prioritize connecting with friends, family, or colleagues during my afternoon breaks. Sometimes, it's as simple as grabbing coffee with a friend, catching up on life, dreams, and everything in between. Other times, it's a more elaborate affair, like hosting a dinner party, gathering friends around a table laden with delicious food, laughter, and heartfelt conversation. Whether it's a quick phone call, a virtual coffee date, or an in-person hangout, nurturing my relationships is an investment in my well-being. Section 4. Rejuvenation and Inspiration. Finding creative fuel in unexpected places. As the afternoon progresses, I often find myself seeking out activities that rejuvenate my mind and body, fueling my creativity for the rest of the day. Sometimes that means indulging in a bit of retail therapy, browsing the aisles of my favorite bookstore, or seeking out unique finds in vintage shops. Other times, it's about nourishing my body with movement. I might head to a yoga class, feeling my stress melt away as I flow through poses, connecting with my breath and finding stillness within. Or I might lace up my sneakers and go for a run, feeling the rhythm of my feet on the pavement, clearing my head and boosting my endorphins. And then there are the days when I simply crave a change of scenery. I might grab a blanket and head to a park, finding a shady spot to relax, read a book, or simply soak up the sunshine. These moments of pause, of disconnecting from the hustle and bustle, are essential for my well-being, allowing me to return to work feeling refreshed and inspired. The key is to listen to my intuition, to honor what my mind and body need in that moment. By prioritizing activities that bring me joy, fuel my creativity, and nourish my soul, I ensure that I'm showing up as the best version of myself in all areas of my life. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the city, I feel a shift in my energy. It's time to transition from the day's activities and create a peaceful and relaxing evening routine. The first step, unplugging from the digital world. I silence my phone, close my laptop, and resist the temptation to scroll through social media. It's amazing how much calmer I feel when I create some distance from the constant stream of information and notifications. Instead of screens, I turn my attention to activities that soothe my mind and body. Sometimes that means lighting candles and diffusing essential oils, transforming my living room into a tranquil oasis. The gentle flicker of candlelight and the calming scents create a sense of warmth and serenity, signaling to my body that it's time to unwind. Other times I'll slip into comfortable clothes, put on some relaxing music, and spend some time tidying up my apartment. There's something therapeutic about putting things in order, creating a sense of peace and harmony in my surroundings. It's a way to clear both my physical and mental space, preparing for a restful evening. This transition time is all about creating a buffer between the day's demands and the peace of the evening. It's about honoring my need for downtime, for quiet moments to recharge and reconnect with myself. By establishing these rituals, I'm signaling to my mind and body that it's time to slow down, relax, and prepare for a rejuvenating night's sleep. One of my favorite parts of the evening is preparing and enjoying a delicious and healthy dinner. It's a time to nourish my body with wholesome foods and savor the flavors of the season. I love experimenting with new recipes, often turning to cookbooks or food blogs for inspiration. Whether it's a colorful salad with grilled salmon, a hearty vegetable curry, or a comforting bowl of soup, I believe that dinner should be both satisfying and nourishing. As I chop vegetables, stir sauces, and listen to music, I find myself slipping into a state of flow, fully present in the moment. Cooking is a meditative practice for me, a way to unwind after a long day and connect with my creative side. The aromas of spices and herbs filling my kitchen create a sense of warmth and anticipation, making the experience all the more enjoyable. When dinner is ready, I set the table with care, creating a welcoming atmosphere for myself or for sharing a meal with loved ones. Whether I'm dining solo or with company, I make it a point to savor each bite, appreciating the flavors, textures, and aromas of the food. Mindful eating is a practice I've come to cherish, as it enhances the sensory experience and deepens my gratitude for the nourishment I'm receiving. After dinner, I resist the urge to rush through cleaning up. Instead, I take my time, washing dishes mindfully, putting leftovers away, and wiping down counters. This act of tidying up isn't just about maintaining a clean kitchen, it's about closing the chapter on the day's activities and creating a sense of closure before moving on to the next part of my evening. With dinner behind me and my kitchen tidy, I'm ready for some quiet time. This is when I indulge in activities that nourish my soul and promote relaxation. Reading is one of my favorite ways to unwind. Curling up on the couch with a captivating novel allows me to escape into different worlds, to learn new things, and to simply lose myself in the power of storytelling. The pages come alive with characters and adventures, transporting me far beyond the walls of my apartment. On other evenings, I might write in my journal, reflecting on the day's events, processing my thoughts and emotions, or exploring new ideas. Journaling has become a cherished practice, a way to connect with my inner voice, to gain clarity, and to track my personal growth. The act of putting pen to paper helps me to make sense of my experiences, to celebrate my wins, and to learn from my challenges. Sometimes, I simply crave quiet contemplation. I might light candles, put on some calming music, and spend some time meditating or practicing gentle yoga. These practices help to quiet my mind, release tension from my body, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. As I focus on my breath, I feel my worries and anxieties melting away, replaced by a sense of grounding and tranquility. This quiet time is essential for my well-being, allowing me to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with myself. It's a time to honor my need for solitude, to indulge in activities that bring me joy, and to simply be present in the moment. By prioritizing this downtime, I'm setting myself up for a more restful night's sleep and a more productive and fulfilling tomorrow. As my evening winds down and my eyelids begin to feel heavy, I turn my attention to preparing for a rejuvenating night's sleep. But before I slip under the covers, I take a few moments to cultivate gratitude. I reflect on the day's gifts, both big and small, and whisper words of thanks. It might be the warmth of the sun on my skin, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or a moment of laughter that brightened my day. Practicing gratitude before bed helps me to shift my focus from any worries or to-dos to a place of appreciation and contentment. It's a reminder that even on challenging days, there's always something to be grateful for. This simple act has a profound impact on my sleep, allowing me to drift off with a heart filled with gratitude and a mind at ease. I then take a few minutes to prepare for sleep. I might do some gentle stretches, apply a soothing lotion, or sip on a calming cup of herbal tea. Creating a consistent bedtime routine signals to my body that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. Finally, I turn off the lights, snuggle into my cozy bed, and allow myself to drift off to sleep, knowing that I've taken care of my mind, body, and soul throughout the day. As I close my eyes, I feel a sense of peace wash over me, grateful for the gift of another day and excited for all that tomorrow holds. As I reflect on this day, a sense of contentment washes over me. It's been a day filled with purpose, productivity, joy, and relaxation. A harmonious blend of all the elements that make life so rich and fulfilling. It's a testament to the power of intentional living, of making conscious choices that support our well-being and align with our values. It hasn't always been this way. I used to wear busyness like a badge of honor, pushing myself to the limit, sacrificing sleep, and neglecting my own needs. But over time, I realized that true productivity isn't about cramming more into each day. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm that allows us to show up as our best selves, both in our work and in our personal lives. This journey towards a more balanced and fulfilling life is an ongoing process, a dance between effort and ease, structure and flexibility. There will be days when I hit the ground running, laser-focused on my goals, and days when I need to slow down, recharge, and prioritize self-care. The key is to listen to my intuition, to honor what my mind, body, and spirit need in each moment. I've learned that the most important thing is to approach each day with intention, to make choices that support my overall well-being, and to celebrate the small victories along the way. It's about finding joy in the everyday moments, cultivating gratitude for the gifts in my life, and embracing the journey with all its twists and turns. Now it's your turn. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to designing the perfect day. What works for me might not work for you, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to experiment, to play with different routines and rituals, and to discover what truly lights you up. Start by identifying your non-negotiables, the activities that make you feel energized, grounded, and fulfilled. It might be a morning meditation practice, a workout class, time spent in nature, or simply enjoying a cup of tea in silence. Once you know what your non-negotiables are, schedule them into your day, treating them as sacred appointments with yourself. Next, think about the areas of your life where you'd like to create more balance. Are you yearning for more creativity, connection, or simply more downtime? Once you've identified your priorities, brainstorm activities that support those areas and start incorporating them into your week. Remember, it's okay to start small. Even making a few simple changes to your daily routine can make a world of difference. So, be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and enjoy the journey of designing a day that feels tailor-made for you. I'd love to hear from you. What does your ideal day look like? What are your non-negotiables? What tips and tricks do you have for creating a more balanced and fulfilling life? Share your thoughts, insights, and experiences in the comments below. Let's inspire each other, celebrate our wins, and support each other on this journey towards living our best lives, day by glorious day. Remember, you are capable of creating a life you love, a life that feels aligned, fulfilling, and joyful. It starts with a single step, a single decision to prioritize your well-being and design a day that lights you up from the inside out. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Here's to living each day with intention, gratitude, and a whole lot of sparkle.